Welcome back, fellow jazz bums. It's me here again. This is the season. November's coming. Record Store Day, Black Friday. We are very excited to talk about some of the jazz releases that are coming. There are going to be many reviews coming out and previews and reactions and everything. So first I'm going to talk about this title, which is going to have a limited release of 4,500 on Spanish label Elemento. Of course, always in collaboration with the jazz detective Zev Feldman, who was very kind to send us a review copy, which I'm going to be sharing with you guys now. Bill Evans, right? It had to be. So, Bill Evans in Norway at the Kongsberg Jazz Festival with his longest living trio, Marty Morell and Eddie Gomez. This concert was recorded in 1970 at the festival. At the very inception, one of the very first concerts by this band, by this trio, and I think it came in a very nice, really good packaging, music and presentation, and that's what we're going to go over right now with you guys. So this is going to be released for Record Store Day on November 29th. It's an exclusive release. There's going to be a worldwide CD release on December 6th. So if you don't get the vinyl, you still have your chance to get the digital ones on December 6th. It's a collaboration between Elemental Music and the Jazz Detective Zev Feldman and the Bill Evans State. And as I said, that's the number 12 release by Bill Evans on Zev's labels. It marks they have been working together for 14 years already. Time flies, right? And this record came really nice. First of all, I think again, what Zev does, all his team, really good presentation, amazing booklets, thick with great content, really well written, well researched. There's interviews here with Bill Evans at the concert, interviews with Eddie Gomez, interview with Marty Morell, with Norwegian pianist Roy Helven, who was attending the concert, and by new artists like Aaron Parks, Craig Taborn, Eliane Elias, and amazing photography work by Arthur Sand. It kind of follows the pattern, the standards that have been using. A nice big profile picture of Bill Evans playing, depicting him at that specific moment in his career. And I found a really nice, beautiful touch here, the Northern Lights, which also follow the label of the records themselves. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. This record was mastered and cut by Matthew Lutens at the Mastering Lab. And just on a few details now about the record, the music itself, what was going on here. So these jazz festivals in Norway, they are famous among musicians. People like going there for a few reasons. First, because it's sunlight till like 11 p.m., 12 a.m. There's a nice energy, a nice vibe always going on. The audience is very focused, participating. They engage with the music, they pay attention, but there's a really good participation there, a great connection. That's what you get here in this recording in particular. The band was always delivering, but at this particular moment in their career, the trio had just formed. Marty Morell had just joined the trio. So they had like their baptism of fire at the Montreux Festival, a few weeks earlier, gave origin to the album Montreux 2, right? And it was kind of like their baptism. They were nervous, they were apprehensive, we got to prove ourselves. And past that, they were just feeling comfortable, at ease, very happy, and really like engaged playing. The band was really, really on fire. Second, another very important moment in Bill Evans' personal life. He had just started his methadone treatment at Rockefeller University. In addition to that, he had just recorded one of his 2 records using a Fender Rhodes. So it was kind of open, experimental moment, happy in his life. It was a good vibe overall. It was a connection, band, audience. So in songs like What Are You Doing the Rest of Your Life, Turn Out the Stars, Quiet Now, the songs are somber, but are more like in a spirited way. The band is like more uplifting. Bill is always still again playing with that beautiful melody, harmonics, but he seems to be hitting the keys a little more incisively, a little more tension in a good way, and and there's a very nice back and forth of the band and the audience. So I think that's one of the key importances of this record, and why I think it is really worth getting. I know in myself, oh, another Bill Evans record, another, but Bill Evans, I think, is interesting because he had so many iterations of his trio, so many different labels, so many moments of his life, types of collaboration, solo, duos, trio, quintet, so many different versions of himself, variations of the same, like Bill Evans kind of trait. But I believe that this record marks a key moment in his career, and it's really beautiful and outstanding music delivery here. As of the sounding, the pressing, the quality itself, it's outstanding. The record is very quiet. Matthew Luton did a very great mastering job here in portraying, showing this band the stereo image. You can tell bass, piano, drums, everything really well positioned. Very clear. The bass sounds very, very woody. I kind of like this. So the music feels warm, feels live, feels immediate, and feels involving. It was a kind of unexpected for me. I mean, we know that's always going to be Bill Evans coming, but I think picking this moment in this career at this particular venue, it was quite a great choice. I'm very happy with the result, and I think it's a record. If you're in doubt, if you're getting one more Bill Evans record, if you just got one or two and maybe you want to get another one, I think this is really, really one to get. And there's a killer version of So What here, which I really enjoyed. I really enjoy. Yeah, it's Bill Evans again, and he doesn't disappoint. Now, second release of today. This is quite interesting. It's the second installment on the series called Deep Digs, in partnership with the ENA in France. The first one was the Sister Rosetta Tharpe, and the second one, what we have is also, of course, a French recording. Is B.B. King in France. This is a 1977 B.B. King in collaboration again with the B.B. King estate, released on the Deep Digs label and Elemental Music, all with the blessings and the help of our great Zev Feldman in digging, doing this detective work and finding so many like amazing recordings that are being brought to us, and it's just great. So this was recorded October 7, 1977 at Nancy Jazz Festival in France. Nancy is a really nice town in the northeast of France, kind of close to Germany, not so far from Metz and Homs. They have a really good festival there. So the Nancy Jazz Festival was a biannual. This was the third installment in 1977. It's a very dynamic, very powerful, interesting set by B.B. King, and a septet that he put together specifically for that festival. And it was mastered by Matthew Lutens at the Mastering Lab, pressed at Memphis, and there's an initial pressing number of 2,800 records. It's a record store day first, and CDs as well are going to be available on December 6th. This has been done in collaboration with Jordi Soler and Carlos Agustin Calembert and Elemental Music in Spain. Zev, he's a lifelong fan of B.B. King, and I think he was trying and wanted to do this for such a long time, and it finally came to fruition. And after listening to that, I can give you an impression at the end of this video. So first, there's a really nice booklet insert talking about B.B. King in France, his times there. It was nicely written by Jean Bouzin, who also wrote books about Sister Rosetta Tharpe, Skip James, Memphis Minnie, and Bly Lemon Jefferson, and pictures by Jean-Marc Biraud, and another shots by Jean-Pierre Lenoir and Osier Mohamed. So 1977 was an interesting year for B.B. King. It was at the peak of his fame. He was at his top, right? He was a blues musician that started like in 1951. Kind of his first. That's when his first hit came on, the 3 O'clock Blues. And then the late 60s, as British rock stars came up referencing those guys like B.B. King and Willie Dixon, Howlin' Wolf. So he got like a kick. I mean, those guys are being put on the spotlight again on the scene. So in 1970, released his biggest hit, his most famous song, "The Thrill Is Gone," was a number 3 on R&B charts and a number 15 in pop charts. This recording is quite interesting. A few years before that, he dissolved his big band, Sonny Freeman and the Kingpins. That group was like following him in some of his most important live albums ever released, like Live at Regal in '67 and Blues is King in '69. So in 1970s, he had like a working band, but he was also playing with local bands when needed. And the Nancy Jazz Festival was an interesting opportunity for him because it was Jazz Fest, so allow him to put together a band with more freedom that would be not only like very strict blues, but he put together a septet, so playing blues, jazz, guitar Milton Hopkins, bassist Joe Turner, drummer Khaled Humphrey, Eddie Howe on trumpet, alto saxophone Caddo Walker. So it's a more sophisticated, different approach, and he allowed the band to go free and play really great solos on songs as "I Need My Baby," "When I'm Wrong," "Have Faith." They stretch, they go far. The music is just unbelievable, and it's different from what you would expect from a B.B. King performance. It's that strict blues is more loose, open, and allowed for improvisation of these guys, which it makes it a great set. And also there's like extended solos of BB on tracks. If you go listen to them, "Sweet Black Angel," "It's Just a Matter of Time," and an original song like "I Got Some Outside Help I Don't Really Need." He's really stretching. He's soloing for long periods of time, and B.B. King has that interesting characteristics of, his solos are really not that aggressive, but they're very loose, but they're musical. They are so beautiful. They're sweet to listen to. So it captures him at a really high moment in his career in terms of popularity, but also in terms of being musically free. This is a record that surprised me. Just as the Rosetta Tarp, I wasn't expecting to be like groundbreaking or so much different to me. But this type of performance and recording, of course, has been probably very familiar to fans that have bootlegs and stuff like that. But to be put that like that properly in a audiophile presentation, doing it at the highest standards, highest level, I think it's if you're a fan of B.B. King, if you're curious about his music, want to start digging into it, that's a great start. And if you're into jazz and wants to get some more blues, that's also a phenomenal way to start and go dig it. Here it is. Here's an idea of the record, how it looks like. This is the label. The record, very thick and flat, 180 gram. Again, mastered and cut by Matthew Luthens at the Mastering Lab. In summary, from these two that I showed today, Bill Evans in Norway and B.B. King in France, I think they show two great musicians at very distinct moments in their careers, at the top of their game, just playing beautifully. And these are records that, in case of Bill Evans, I mean, the trio, every instrument you can hear so clearly, you can feel the wood on Eddie Gomez's bass, Bill Evans playing every note, every key touch, you can feel it, you can go along with the band. And in B.B. King's case, it's this audiophile presentation as well. Everything's so crisp and clear and well done, but at the same time, in both records, just so engaged, so good to listen to. I was just like, another record store day, skeptical what's gonna come. And I think as things kind of narrow down to, there's no, people who really want, who really listen, who really are looking for that kind of stuff, they're going to be very pleased, because these are gems that are not so, it wouldn't be the first thing you would think of, but they are at a high level, and if you pick those, you're going to be very happy, as I was. Thank you so much for watching. See you next for some more of these Record Store Day releases that are coming soon. Thank you.